to another Minecraft map showcase. Today we are going to be taking a look at a transforming defense house in Minecraft. This house could go from a normal looking home into a super strong fortress right in front of your eyes. This is of course made using command blocks, so let's go ahead and see how it works. Now right in front of us we have a suburban house design, which I think is really cool, as well as it's located in this small patch of land with some other decorations surrounding it, and it has a very interesting looking roof, as well as this is how the corners and the back look, and also it is fully decorated on the inside. So let's go ahead and just check that out by plopping down onto our walkway and then walking through the front door. As you guys can see, it looks really nice and there is just loads of lighting everywhere. Now there's a few buttons here which allows us to initiate the transformation, but before we do that, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the house. On the left hand side we have ourselves a kitchen, of course all made with just decorative purposes, as well as on this side we do have a dining room table. And then on the other side, we do have some other decorations. So let's just go ahead and take a look at that. It looks like we have a small seating arrangement with a TV, as well as we have a pool table, as it looks like, and then a library at the back. So yeah, this stuff is really cool. And actually, this looks like a bedroom. So it's a bedroom with a laptop and then some bookcases. So yeah, you guys get the idea. It's a really interesting house. And now we can go ahead and see how this bad boy transforms into a fortress. Now let's go ahead and take a quick look at the house one last time before it transforms, and now we can initiate that sequence. So we come over here to the left hand side and click on this button. It's going to just pop up some text on the screen. Since this map is available for download, it's just going to give credit to the creators, as well as you guys can see, the roof gets chopped off, some of the blocks get replaced with bedrock, and then obsidian starts wrapping around. So as you guys can see, it's going to wrap around and then restart on this side and basically do the same thing over and over until it gets all the way to the top. So bedrock is being replaced here. We have some bars on the windows here and all of these different areas, and like I mentioned, that obsidian is just going to wrap around the entire structure and make it into a super strong defense fortress. Now obviously we're using bedrock in this build, even though it's something that you can't get in survival mode. We are using commands after all, so might as well create a very strong defense house. Now as you guys can see, the roof just got removed, it got replaced, and then the area around the house also got replaced with lava to add in a bit of extra defense, then a layer of bedrock and obsidian to create a small wall. Then we have more bedrock and then more or some cobwebs, which gives us like a barbed wire effect. And then as you guys can see, we now have some systems being built at the top, which is basically going to be a rapid arrow defense system that's going to add yet again another layer of protection, and that is now our entire structure now completed. As you guys can see, it looks completely different from the house that we had before, but it's also the same on the inside. Now when you walk up to the front door, you now have this chest that's been spawned in. You grab the key inside that chest and then you walk through the front door. You can only go through the front door with this key in your inventory, as you guys can see. And then you can just drop it onto the ground and you wouldn't be able to walk through. So that's really cool and a very nice feature for the house. But as you guys can see, we have all of the same decorations on the inside. Just the walls and other stuff has been replaced with very strong materials. And if you guys do notice, the obsidian or the bedrock is not like the entire map. Obviously, the entire house could have been bedrock as well as the entire wall, but that's not necessarily fair, especially if you're playing as your friend or just someone else in Minecraft. We wanted a way where you could just grab yourselves a diamond pickaxe and slowly break through. We didn't want to make it 100% unbreakable because that would just make no sense and it wouldn't be too fun. So let's just do a quick fly around of the entire property. As you guys can see, it's just layers of bedrock and obsidian, also some lava mixed in there, as well as at the top of our house we now have this ladder at the back, which is basically going to allow you to access this area. And pretty much in this area we have a lever which you can flick to activate our rapid arrow defense system. Now unfortunately it's only at the front of our house, but yet again it adds in an extra layer of security, and those dispensers get reset whenever the house is transformed. So it's basically never ending arrows basically being fired out of our system. And yet again, if someone's trying to like break through this area using our say for instance diamond pickaxe, you will be able to stop them using that arrow system, and then you can just use the top of the house to shoot arrows at anyone else trying to break through. But either way, that is our defense house. Now we actually do have an animation to change it back to the original state, which I think is really cool. So let's go back into the house using our key, then come over here to the right side, hit that button, and it's going to start transforming our house back to normal. So as you guys can see, we will start slowly seeing all of the different defenses disappear from around our house, being replaced with normal house features, and then it will eventually get back to the original state, which is really cool. And I think it might even get rid of the arrows, but we'll have to see about that. So as you guys can see, it is building up all of the features that we are accustomed with in the original build. And then it will slowly start getting rid of all of the bedrock and obsidian as well. So I think it's doing it to the back of the house right now. So we just have to wait for that. As you guys can see, it's like loading. It's like a loading bar going across the building until it eventually finishes. And then it'll start building up the roof. The roof does build up pretty quickly. And yeah, so as you guys can see, it's going to cut that part off of the roof. It's going to start building up the edges, and then it's going to build up the edges at the back as well as the roof over here. It's going to replace the obsidian at the top with our wool, and it's just going to recreate everything as usual. So let's just fly over here. As you guys can see, our roof is being built up right now. It looks so cool. And then it's going to start building up these corners as well. So check this out, guys. That is really awesome. I really love command block creations. I don't know, you guys seem to enjoy redstone a bit more, but I honestly think command block creations is the next big step. So as you guys can see, it's going to start replacing our obsidian and bedrock with our hedges, and then replace the lava with our small garden. So yeah, that's really cool. And as you can see, you can transform it into a defense house and also transform it back into the original suburban house, which I think is so neat. Now, since this is a defense house, I'm going to test it out using some of our TNT. Now, over here I have a bundled projectile TNT, which we're going to be exploding right on the outside of our base, as well as we do have a meteorite, which is going to be absolutely devastating, but I want to see if our house could survive. So let's go ahead and spawn down our bundled projectile right over here, then set it off using our redstone torch, or actually I think we need a flint and steel. So let's set this off using a flint and steel and see how much damage it actually does. So what this is going to do is just explode into a million different pieces of TNT and possibly do some damage. Oh my gosh, would you look at that? That is pretty crazy. Even with a bundled TNT going off right in front of our base, it pretty much didn't do any damage to our house whatsoever. And why is this one not going off? Either way, let's spawn down a few more, and whoa, I think it actually broke some of the command blocks. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of command blocks for this house. As you guys can see, I wasn't going to show you this, but either way, this is all of the command blocks for both of the animations. I assume one of the animations on the right and one is on the left, but yeah, it does take quite some time to put something like this together. And if you guys do have your own maps that you would like to submit, you can do that in the description box down below. But either way, let's go ahead and explode some more of our projectile TNT. And we're going to spawn down a few of them, obviously, because we want to do a lot of damage here. So there is 5 projectile TNT. This is outside of the wall yet again, but it should do some damage to the inside if the TNT spread is great. Oh my goodness. So as you guys can see, it is doing some damage to the inside, but the bottom of our house is actually made out of bedrock. So it's not going to be that big of a problem. And I think the TNT isn't exploding because we have cobwebs over here. But either way, that is pretty much that. Then I'm going to spawn down a few over here because I just want to see how much damage it's actually going to do. I'm going to spawn down a bunch because why not? We're on a super flat world. My computer can handle a lot. So there is 7 of our projectile TNT. It is going to pretty much just destroy the entire interior. And the lava is just going to spill over into the house, and it's going to destroy like a bunch of stuff over here as well. So it looks like the interior of the house took a lot of hits, even though there's obsidian surrounding pretty much the entire thing. I think it's because like a TNT maybe fell at the porch and then destroyed the porch, which also blew up some of the interior. So it's not really that defensive, even though it has so much of our bedrock and obsidian. I guess it's only defensive from the sky. But with that being said, let's go ahead and test out our meteorite and see how much damage this does. So what I'm going to do is spawn down our meteorite right over here at the back and see if it destroys the entire interior. So there you go. It's going to fall from the heavens and do some damage. So I think it is somewhere over there. I see it. It's coming in. There's the meteorite. It's going to freaking destroy this entire map. It's falling down. And boom! So check that out. It's going to lag my game a bit, but there is just massive amounts of destruction everywhere. Lava and fire covering pretty much this entire section of the map, and also spilling lava over to the outside. And just wow, look how much damage that did. All over this area is just riddled with our fire and lava, and I am really scared to see what happened on the inside. So let's go into the interior. Oh gosh, it destroyed a lot of our dispensers over here, but let's go into the interior and just go under like this and check it out. So as you guys can see, our house is just straight up on fire, and there's lava everywhere. And oh my gosh, yeah, this house is totally ruined. So yeah, it probably can help you defend against players in Minecraft, but against a meteorite or a bundle projectile, I don't think it really stands a chance. Maybe if it's attacked directly or from the sky, it would not do that much damage, but the main weakness of this is that there's a layer of regular blocks beneath the house, which is just not good. Alright, so let's see if our command blocks did survive, and it looks like our command blocks do survive, but the redstone kind of broke, and I really wanted to see if I could, reverse the entire animation and bring the house back to normal. So let's go back over here and see if the button is still available. If not, then it really wouldn't work. So yeah, the button is not there, so we can't really do that. Okay, so it looks like some of the things are broken for the animation, but anyways guys, that is pretty much going to wrap up today's Minecraft map showcase. If you did enjoy it, please take 1 second to smack the like button and also leave a comment down below. If you guys want me to post more downloads, please crush the like button on this video, because I would really appreciate the support. Anyways, this was Twiistz, and I'll see you guys next time.